So, hello and welcome to today's webinar titled Kickstart Your Career in Design. I am Yashi from My Captain, your moderator for the evening. And thank you so much for taking your time out and being here today. I appreciate it a lot. Also, a big thanks to the QFIS team for arranging an amazing webinar for all of us. And we'll be running a live Q&A session at the end of the webinar, so you can drop your questions in the Q&A box. And if you miss anything, don't you worry at all. We'll send around the recordings in the groups whenever it is available. And well, today we have with us the UI UX designer from Flipkart, Jeetu Rawat, and he will be talking to us about how we can kickstart our career in design. And
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. I'm audible to you all?
Yeah, you're audible to us. So, hi Jeetu, how are you?
I'm good.
Great.
What about you? I hope
I'm good too.
all are safe
Yeah.
and at home.
Introduction, and then we'll move to your presentation. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just missed your first line. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
So,
please repeat?
can you please tell us something about yourself, and then we'll move on to the rest of the webinar, the way we've
Yeah,
planned
yeah,
it.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so also I have created some slides about me as well. So because I just wanted to share my entire journey, so that will be my experience. So
Okay.
rather than telling you guys specifically okay, how can you start and all that, I just wanted to share my story. So for
Great,
context,
Jati.
little bit, currently I'm working on Flipkart as a product designer too. And I started my career almost in 2015, guys. And there are so many up and downs and learning. So yeah, so that's why right now I'm here to share with you whole things. So you will get some insight how you can also start your career in design. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Also, before we begin, Jeetu, guys, kindly don't raise your hands because we won't be able to entertain you. So if there is something that you want to talk about, either drop it into Q&A box or the chat box. Yeah? Okay. Let's begin, Jeetu. Over to you.
Yeah. So I'm just presenting my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this visible to you guys?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. Hello. Uh, hello, people. So yeah, so first in this entire presentation, it will be a short presentation. So flow will be first I'll talk about my journey from college student to product designer. Then I'll talk about with the help of that entire journey, what are my career achievements right now, and then we'll open stage for the question Q&A. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, this is a small timeline I have created because I just wanted to share, I mean, that complete experience, what I've had in my entire journey. So let's begin with my college days. Also, that story is not very different. How I became a UI UX or product designer. It is not extraordinary. But yeah, so in final year of my college, guys, I was just figuring out, not in final year, but maybe in third year, I was just figuring out what I like to do, maybe a coding or something like that. I was in computer science engineering. So I was just figuring out is the network engineering is better, or can I go to a core development field or something like that. And then I understand that I don't like, I mean, coding. So I realize coding is not for me
Okay.
because I don't understand these all things. So then I realized that I'm more interested in designing work because in our college there are multiple events and all that for magazine creation, logo designing, and poster creation. So I realized that I'm very interested in such competitions and all. So I started creating entire stuff for my colleges, and for 2 years I designed whole stuff from magazine to everything, even for the banners and poster. Every HOD and my college teachers called me to design that. Then I realized that this
Okay.
is something I'm good in that and I can take it forward. So but at that stage we had that something in our mind ke, we'll not go for job, we'll start our own startup. So guys, in final year, within a final year only, I start my own startup called Pristailor. So that was a service-based company. So we provide web solutions, design solutions, and everything. So one of my childhood friend and me, we started the company. We run that company for almost 2 years, and within that 2 year span, we played so many roles, from company's director to the designer to the everything. But my interest was a designing, so I was managing a design part of that whole company, and my friend was a developer, so he's managing the entire development field. So then we run that company for 2 years. It was not go well, so then we shut down it around 2017. And at the same time, 2017, then I start my first UI UX job at Scanta. So Scanta was working on AR, augmented reality based products. So I started designing AR apps and AR games. I designed 3 products there. At the same time, I focused more on my portfolio. So if you see here, so I have created one line in between that 2017 to 18. I work a lot on my portfolio and UI and UX learning things. So first I create a base of that things, and when I felt that no, now I am perfect and I'm good in that, then I decided to switch to next company. So that was Kootlu. So that was, there is some interesting story while joining the Kootlu guys. So it will help you to understand how you can take a decision when you have multiple choices and some different type of choices. So while joining Kootlut, I had 2 options. One was the Revigo. So it was a giant. It is a $1 billion company, and they had so many good projects and all that. So I go there. I just cracked interview, and everything is a final stage. At the same time, I got offer from Kootlut as well. So Kootlut was a single product based company. It was a startup, and the team was very enthusiastic, and very young people are there into the management. So they have one product. They don't have any don't have any UI UX designer or anyone. So I found that there is an opportunity for me to create product from scratch. So yeah, so that was the main reason to join Kootlood, because in Revigo there are multiple designers are already present and some work on backend panel. So I always wanted to work more on consumer based, consumer upfront products. So that's why I thought, let's join Kootlood and build product from scratch and apply my whole process, whatever I have learned in between 2017 to 18, from research to experience design and everything. So I joined Kootlood. I worked there for around 1.5 years. We create a very nice product. We revamp their whole app. We implement so many new you can say modules, and the revenue was very good. The numbers was very good, and yeah. So within that span, so I then realized. So see the shift in between that. In 2017 to 18, I focus more on basic learnings of and creating my portfolio. Portfolio is very important, by the way, into the design industry. Without having portfolio, you are nothing. So after 2018, in between 2018 to 19, I focused on the next step. So that was portfolio. You have to keep your portfolio updated. That's the truth. And I focus more on interaction design. So interaction design right now is a very hot topic in design industry, because user experience is more important right now. Companies are understanding for this. So people are more focusing on user interaction right now. So how can we create that delight and that two-way feedback and everything? I'll show you in some of my next slide how the interaction design works and all that. Yeah, so in that phase, I did some research on interaction design. I have created some nice examples, and I posted that examples, because self-marketing is also very important. If you are a good coder or good designer, but people don't know about you, then how you will get that opportunity. So I used LinkedIn. to market myself, and I started posting my designs. But it should be some unique design to post over there, because on LinkedIn, almost all people are very, I mean, knowledgeable people are there. It is not like other social platform, Facebook or uh, Instagram. Yeah. So I posted some of my interaction, and that was based on some you can say some real real world kind of interactions. So it matches that our digital world with the real world. So it got viral, few of them got viral, and yeah, so I got so many approaches from different companies and all that. And then I started again interviewing with different companies, and in that span I mean done almost so many interviews with the top startup of India, unicorn startups of almost all in India, are India. So then I joined Flipkart, because again I said I love to work more of consumer front based companies. Yeah. So yeah, so this is the entire journey till 2019. Right now I'm working in Flipkart. Yeah. So while doing this whole journey, guys, can you please hold a second for a second? I'm just coming back. Sorry for the disturbances. So while this entire journey from this almost four years, what was the key pointers? So this is the important slide for you all and for everyone actually. So if you see in that my entire journey, I figured out my interest in the third year and second year only. Okay, what I like to do is I am enjoying my work or not. That is very important actually. Yeah, I know so many people struggle at that point, and I seen few people are currently also struggling. Some of people just work for money. They don't like their work and everything, and they are not happy. They are still thinking, how can I shift, or what can be the best option for me. So guys, that is the main point. If possible, please find your interest, what you like to do. If you like designing, or some people already has interest in coding, so they are pretty clear on that. But they can still explore design if they think, instead of coding, I like more designing, they can go into design. Please figure it out. So maybe some people like photography and something like that. So please figure it out, this first of all, and hold that concept and go forward. Don't change it and upgrade it with evolution. Yeah. So uh, with whatever you have figured it out, no, I like design. And then the way, if you see my journey, so I tried my own startup as well. Then I joined three different companies, but within that span my interest was clear. I was just doing design. But at the starting I was only a graphic designer, or you can say yeah, logo design or a graphic design or magazine designs at the college stage. When I joined my when we started at my own company, then I shifted to the more web design kind of work, but that was not a core UI UX work. When I joined new company Scanta, then I shifted completely to the user experience design, user interface design. And within that 2018 to 19 span, I spent more time to understand user interaction design and all that. So with the time I updated my work, and that's why right now I'm working in Flipkart, and right now I'm here. So keep your eyes in the entire industry, what is happening, and keep yourself updated with that. Yeah. And definitely hard work and honest work always pay positive. So I remind that when I work in Kootloot, so after coming from office also, I work for around 3 to 4 hours daily at my flat, and I create some free UI kits and graphic resources to post on websites and everything. It helps you to create your own identity on online. If you search right now, if you search my name, you will definitely get 3, 4, 5 links on first page with different resources, Dribble portfolio, Behance portfolio, Applabs portfolio, and everything. So yeah, so that is the thing. Hard work, obviously, without having hard work, your interest, hard work, nothing is possible. Yeah. So with that entire thing, from hard work and everything, so whatever achievements there are so many, but I just listed down. I have created a very strong portfolio that is it is a must. You can check that portfolio. I've given you the links. Also, I have mentioned few links in next slide, so you can check it. That most you prototype, yeah. So that was the one of the key point of my journey. So most view prototype on LinkedIn. So in 2019, yes. So one of my prototype got viral on LinkedIn. So it got almost 1.2 million views, 43,000 likes, and 2,000 around comments. So everyone, my message box was completely filled with the people. Few people asking for job, give me offer of job, and few are asking for the projects and everything. So that was a very high moment for me, and that was the achievement. Top 30 designer in the world on UpLabs. Yeah, my rank is top 30 designer in the UpLabs. So yeah, interview with almost all unicorn startups. So when my prototype got viral, so at that time, so many company approaches me, and almost all top startup I had interviewed. So yeah, and then I choose Flipkart. 10K plus follower, yeah, my follower also increases within that 10 to 50 1 month, or you can say 15 days to 1 month timing. Almost 5,000 followers I got. Yeah, and right now working for Flipkart and so many. So, so these are the detailed links. You can check it my portfolio, Behance portfolio as well, UpLabs portfolio. I write also something, so you can check my case study, how I applied my user experience design process and everything, guys. So yeah, this is whole thing is here, and my LinkedIn profile as well. Yeah. So yeah, so let's we are opening now. We can take questions.
Yeah, yeah. Let's start with questions. We have a couple of questions in the Q&A box. So Dhruv is asking, uh, I have a question that is a UI UX field like a, is it secure? Is the field secure? For example, in the future, uh, maybe AI will be able to replace it or not?
Okay, got it. Okay, so that is the yeah, AI is something they have created to help and reduce the dependencies. Also, when we see big scale work in our companies, also we need, I mean, big manpower. Yeah, but in terms of the creativity, guys, in UI UX, you have to solve problem. AI can predict, AI can predict, and I mean, yeah, AI can do things, but currently there is a tool already available. If you sketch something, they will convert that sketch into the UI directly. Okay, so this kind of tool is already present, but when when we talk about the problem solving, then you have to think out of the box, because when you pick up a project in user experience field, you don't know what will be the solution. You can't predict the solution. Okay, and solution is not predefined also. So right now it is very, I mean, difficult to solve this problem of user experience. So maybe in future AI will hit, but right now there is no way to create such experiences and I mean tackle that new experience, because you have to create from zero. Yeah.
Right, right. So Pradanya is asking, are you an IIT student?
No, no, I am not a IT student. Yeah, so that is I just wanted to convey more on that. So in my journey, entire journey, I saw I written most of the times I written a designer by practice. So I have not did any specialized course in design. My entire experience is a practical experience. So when I
Okay.
started, as I say, I started my career as my own startup. Then whatever I learned from online learnings, I just implement that. I did practical work on that, and I get results. So yeah, so I'm designer by practice.
Okay. Okay. Soumya is asking, in which app do you design?
So there are on my portfolio there are a lot of stuff you can check. Also right now I'm designing for Flipkart. So we manage core shopping
Okay.
experience, and also in Kootloot, that Kootloot ka entire app has been designed by me.
Okay.
Yeah, and Scanta's app is revamped right now, but you can still find the. I mean, I have done some two game design as well, so they are still live on app. There are so many other projects as
Okay.
well, but you can find out my portfolio. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you drop those portfolio links in the chat box?
Sure, sure, sure.
Uh, yeah. So meanwhile, let's move to the next question. Jyoti is asking, she's
Mm.
a fourth year student and she's learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
Mm.
Now she wants to know, what should she do? Should she design a blog or a website, or maybe think about a startup?
So she is a fourth year student. Can you please repeat last part?
Yeah, she's a fourth year student and she's learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So she
Okay.
wants to know, what should she do next? Should she start a blog or a website or think about some startup?
Okay, okay. So she is currently working on front-end framework design frameworks. Okay. So yeah, so currently front-end is also in demand because when you design a good experience, there need to be an engineer who can convert that exact experience into the coding. Okay. In terms of what should she go? So I say, please find out your interest, because to jump into the startup, it is not easy, guys. I realize, I mean, we were not aware about what was the process. We just jump into the ocean without any lifeguard, life jacket, and anything. So please understand the method, process, and then jump into the startup. Right now, you can create your own blog and you can post things. That is the best option before going to the
Okay,
startup.
okay, okay. So Aditya is asking that he's very good at coding, but does he need to learn UI and UX for Android app development?
No, no, he don't need to learn, but
Okay,
he can keep eyes on best designs and experiences.
mhm.
So overlook, he can just overlook. That's enough.
Okay, okay. Yash is asking that he is a React developer. So can you give him some tips from UI UX point of view that he should remember while making a website?
While doing or creating any website, there are a few things are very important. First is a clean and
Mhm.
clear typography,
Right.
the breathing space, and the content hierarchy. Okay, so if you
Mhm.
see in my slides also, so there I try to create some content hierarchy and some breathing space while creating this. While creating this also, okay, this is unlock achievements. I focused achievements because I just wanted to highlight that achievement part. Okay, so focused content, font, and content hierarchy is must, and the breathing space right now. And don't add extra design elements, shadow and everything. Don't add unnecessary elements. Just focused on content focused design, what user wants to see, and refer good
Yes.
apps. Okay, so that's the main point. And explore dribble and everything for good design, so you will get idea what are the good designs.
Okay. Okay. So Anush is asking, can you show one example of what you've done in Flipkart?
No, I can't disclose my Flipkart or guys. Sorry to say. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So Aditya is
but I
asking.
can show you some. I can show you some other work. My screen
Okay.
still mm, share, right?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
screen
yeah.
is visible for you?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay,
visible.
okay. So I'll just share some of my work, guys. So yeah. So I'll just show you the prototype, which is almost 43,000 views on Dribble also.
Okay.
So see the concept. You can see design also in that, but
Mhm.
the interaction design is trending right now. So I just wanted to share that one. It's taking time. You can ask next question.
Yeah, let's move to the next question. Hari is asking how to enter in the design team of Flipkart or Myntra.
So first, I mean, you need a strong portfolio and strong experience to prove your skills. And whenever you will see the openings, you can just apply. If you found that you are a good match for us, and then we'll give you the assignment. And if you are good in that, then you are in.
Okay. Okay. So, Tasin is saying that he has recently started to learn about UI UX design, but as he's learning more, he's getting overwhelmed with how much there is to learn. So, is there any tips or tricks that you would want to tell him so that you can move on with him, so that he can move on with it?
Mm-hmm. Got it. This problem happens to so many people because what happens now? At the starting, people what do they read a lot theory. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll suggest you to read theory also. Okay, what is user experience? Is what are the research techniques and everything? But with the parallelly, started designing for on the daily basis. Took your daily design challenge or something like that. Design one screen or two screen on daily basis, and also read one blog how people design or how people solve the problem. Along with that, you can read other your stuff as well. So don't go completely into the theory at the starting. Just start exploring tool also, so it will keep your interest in that entire process. So maintain a
Okay.
balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. So Aditya is asking, what is the best way to make a dark theme app?
What? Dap.
Dark theme app.
Dark theme app.
Yeah.
Best way is first figure out the problem statement. What is the problem statement? What you want to create, and then finalize your objective and make finalize thing. Is this required dark theme or not? And the
Okay.
dark theme, as you can just took best dark theme palettes, color palettes, and it's all about color combinations. So you can just choose a good palette and you can start designing on that.
Okay. Okay.
There are so many reference online present, online available to take to good design inspiration on dark app.
Okay. Okay. So Rumi is asking, does graphic designing require coding? And can you suggest her some career options for BCA students like her?
uh, I'm seeing she don't like coding from this question. So yeah, so she can explore product design. Okay, I'll suggest her to go into the product design directly. And there are
Mhm.
so many online learning schools and online learning platform which will guide you properly for the product design. Okay, so this don't need a coding for at all. And also graphic design, there is no need of coding. Graphic design is pure graphic design. Yeah.
Okay. Next, we have a very interesting question by Mohit, and he's asking, what did you learn throughout your journey, and what can everyone else do to be as successful as you are? Like, how could you achieve so much?
So that part I have already covered in my slides, right?
Yeah, no,
So, so no, I'll just repeat that. I'll just repeat. I
mhm.
understand the question. So the fact was, if you see my entire journey, guys, so I'll keep my interest designing only. I just updated this with the time. Okay. So first, let's please understand your interest. then keep your interest throughout your entire journey. Don't change it. You can update
Okay.
it or upgrade it. And after that, hard work and honesty. Wherever I work very honestly. Nothing like you are just doing some other work, or you can do side work while doing your company work, but first preference is always to your company work. Okay, so to
Mhm.
work honestly, and that's all.
Okay, okay. So Sahit is asking, he found out that he is passionate about designing and he has done 2 internships as a UI UX designer. So would you suggest him to take up a job as a UI UX designer after his BTech?
Okay, so in this way, I'll suggest him to go with find one startup and join there. Because if you work in one initial stage startup, or you can say, yeah, initial stage startup, so you play so many roles there, from researchers to UI, user experience designer, user interface designer, to analyst, to everything. So it
Mhm.
helps you a lot to gain experience of almost 2 to 3 years in a single 1 year. Okay, so
Okay,
I'll suggest you to do join first stealth mode startup, something like that. It helps you a lot instead of joining big MNC or something like that. Yeah.
okay. Next, we have a question, and this mentee is in 12th standard and he has science as the subject. He's been coding from class 11th now, and he's learning web development and he's creating websites on the side. And so, but people are telling him that he should continue this after 12th standard, and he's confused. So should he continue with this now, or should she do this after 12th?
So it depends upon if he's good in study also. Okay, don't do that. Okay, you are just keeping your study and focusing on development only. If you are balancing the both thing, that's fine. I mean, that's not an issue. I am sure that he's earning also from his entire work. So you can keep it, but focus, man, for 1 to 2 year. If you are thinking that you are not able to manage both the things parallelly, you can stop your development things for 1 year. You can complete your 12th, and then you can go forward.
Okay, okay. So Dhruv is asking, on which platform did you learn UI UX designing?
Yeah. So I just did one course from initial days, Georgia Institute of Technology. They had basics of UX design, and they have very precisely explained everything about research and everything. That was very
Okay,
short term course, and it was in, I think, around 2017. Yeah, 17, 16.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
somehow.
okay, okay.
And that's all. Then I tried to find out good institute in India also. I joined some institute, not institute, but just, you can say, small school, something like that, or for UI UX. But I found they don't have that much knowledge as the other external people have in US, or you, like Georgia Institute of Technology professors and all that. So I felt that I already know whole thing, so I just skip these things. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Right now there are so many good options, by the way. Right now
Mhm.
there are many options. I can't take a name, but you can find out. You can uh, ping me in my LinkedIn or something. I'll suggest you the good options.
Okay. So Rajansh is saying that he's a beginner in developing. What skills should he be good at to be a good developer?
Good developer. So you are asking this question to the designer from designer's perspective. Uh, Please, whatever we design, guys, whatever your designer will design, please follow this, because he work hard on experience, creating experience. When you replicate that same experience, that was another level of happiness for you. Okay,
Right.
so yeah, and also I'll suggest to keep updated with new technologies. Like in front end right now, React is very trending and everyone wants React developer. They are highly demanded, so keep
Mhm.
updated yourself with new technologies.
Right. Okay. So an anonymous attendee is asking, what is interaction design?
Oh, that's a big topic, by the way, interaction design. So I just wanted to open my prototype right now. Uh, I'm not sure why it is not opening. I'll try again. So guys, design is all about two-way communication. Okay, so two-way communication means what? When you hit something, or I mean, you will hit the wall, or you will hit the bale. So we'll get you will heard that ring also get tongue, and you will see the motion as well. Okay, so interaction design is completely two-way communication. When you click button or app on some app, so you will get that proper feedback of the pressing and the next loading screen and everything. So let's focus on my one of the interaction. Is this visible to you properly?
Yeah, yeah, it is visible.
Yes. See the interaction from starting. It is just a yeah. So I'm just processing payment for my credit card. I'll just choose. I'll just swipe up, and I'm showing that some credit card machine is coming, and I'm putting this credit card under it, and the complete process. So what is happening, guys, here? So generally, companies just show simple loader instead of showing this entire process. Ki credit card is coming and all that. So yeah, so that was very bore and was misleading for user. Maybe people don't understand what is happening instead of if you show some simple loader. So I just try to replicate that entire experience into the digital world. The way you do shopping into your supermarket or something like that, you just took a card and put that card into the machine. That same experience I try to replicate here. So this is the interaction design. You are getting proper feedback from machine. Machine is speaking with you. Okay, what is happening right now? Okay.
Okay.
So this is the interaction design. Again, there are so many aspects of interaction design that is a big part. But yeah, right now it is in, I mean, highly demand. People want to add delight interaction in their apps.
Okay. Okay. So our next question is, Jimson is asking that he is a third year product and industrial design student,
Mhm.
and he wants to start learning by doing some projects of UX to make his portfolio. But he did not get any idea on how to start with those things and implement the design specifically in UX design. So can you help him?
So he's a third year student. He wants to create some portfolio stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you have learned basics of user experience. What are the steps and all that? Just uh, close your eyes, or you can just check your app, or you can check things around you and find out the problem. Okay, just pick up a problem around you and try to apply that all step on this. Okay, so I'll give you the small example. What happens when I was in Delhi, so I was working for Scanta, so I just read entire course from that Georgia Institute of Technology, and I just wanted to apply this entire steps. So I just took a demo problem. Actually, that was my real problem, because on Huda City Center there are so many cabs coming, and you just got confused which is your cab.
Right.
So I just found that problem. Okay, how can we solve this problem? Can we create the app which will help us to showcase? I'll just point it towards the road, and they will show me, okay, this is your cab. So I'll just apply my process, and I create that my own project. I go to the Huda City Center, a metro station, and I took interviews of people. I randomly asked people. There are so many processes I applied, and I'll just create that entire case study from research to complete design of this app. So again, you can check this on my Behance, and you will get complete idea how I did it. Uh, I'm audible. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So can you tell him some ways, can you tell all of us some ways in which we can get freelance projects for ourselves?
So I just missed your question. I think the frame was freezed. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ujjwal is asking, can you tell us about some ways in which we can get more freelance clients for our projects?
So freelance project, there are so many ways, guys. There are for 2015 to 16, I did a lot of freelancing. and I used freelancing.com. Freelancing.com, this is a website, but right now the competition is very high at that level. But if you are beginner, you can go there and you can try your luck. And another way is to, you can post your design work. If it's a design things, it's you want project related to design, you can just post your design work on Behance and Dribble, and people will approach you if your designs are good. You can post work on LinkedIn also, and people will approach you for the projects if your good designs are good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Jasmine is asking, what software do you use for UI UX design?
It depends upon on what company you are working right now. Currently, I use so many tools, but my primary tool is Adobe Experience Design. So it is a complete tool. You can use Figma also, but I use
Mhm.
Adobe Experience Design for that.
Okay. So Rashi is saying that she is a BCA final year student and she's good at web development. So how can she start a good career in it?
BCA final year students. So I'll suggest her to just join some internship for 3, 4, 5 months, and then improve her skill, your skill, and then apply for a job. That's the normal way actually.
Mhm.
Yeah. In
Okay.
terms of coding, in designing, I can suggest more.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Kiran is asking, can you suggest which academy or platform is good for learning graphic designing?
For graphics designing, for graphic designing, I'm not sure, guys. There are so many courses, but for product design and UI UX design, I can suggest you the best one into the India and out of the India also. The graphic design, there are so many stuff is already present on free of cost on internet, so you don't need to explore, or you can do long distance. You can say certification as well. So there are so many institutes like. Like there are, most of them are abroad institutes. Yeah. In graphic, I don't know, I mean, specific thing. Or there is another way, you can just join NEFT or something and do graduation from it
Mhm.
properly, and
Right,
you can go ahead.
right. Also, guys, Kiran, my captain, also has a graphic designing course. I think you should check that out. Moving to the next question, Pradanya is asking, do you use Linux for graphic designing? I don't think so.
Linux,
Or graphic designing.
is this is a tool.
I
um,
think it's a coding
yeah,
language.
coding
Uh,
language.
yeah, so it's a
No,
coding language.
I'm not friendly with that.
Or I think it's an operating system. I don't know.
Linux, okay,
Yeah, it's an operating
Linux.
system.
Okay, that's a OS. No, 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 no. Best thing is a Mac. For product design and the graphic design, you've got so many options on Mac. So, but I started my own career on Windows. So you can start from Windows as well. There are Photoshop and so many Illustrator and other tools are available. But if you have
Okay.
money, so please go for Mac first. Linux is nothing, never. There is no option for
Right.
Linux.
Okay. So Jill is asking, what would be your advice for someone from a non-design background getting into UI UX designing?
Not design background, so I was not a designer from 12th. I
Right.
just found that yeah, but yeah, that's not difficult actually. So
Mhm.
you need to, because I seen my own friend, he just started designing and product designing. Actually, I mentor him. So within a 3 to 4 months, he got perfect, because he was very
Okay.
hardworking guy. He was working for almost you can say 12 hours or more than 12 hours to just doing practice and doing everything. I just mentor him, and within a 3 to 4 months time, he got a good job also. Right now, he's working on MNC. So it's up to you how much you are interested and how much you are needy for that. Your frame is freezed actually. You are mute actually.
Okay, yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, right now you're audible.
Okay. So Jill is asking what would be your no, sorry, I think this question is done. Anish is asking what made you shut down your startup?
What made me shut down my startup? There are some partner clashes as well as the revenue was not that much. So we realize we have struggled a lot right now. Please make your base and understand the business first, how it
Right,
runs, and
right,
then we'll
right.
jump again. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, so Vidut is asking that what would be the best thing to do if he wants to get into UI designing? He is already into, Android development and machine learning, and he now wants to get into UI UX designing. So, what would be the best way to do that?
So he wants to learn a lot
Yeah.
because he's already working on. So best way to just you can do some from Udemy one course, 2 weeks of user experience design, and you will understand.
Okay.
That's all because you already have technical knowledge. So yeah.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Um. So Shivam is asking which type of app should he use for designing at beginner level?
Which type of app? In terms of design, graphic design, guys, you can go with Photoshop definitely. In product design, there are 2 tools right now which is trending. So one is Figma and second one is Adobe XD. So both are free of cost at some level because that premium features are at monetized. Okay, so yeah, there are 3 tools: Photoshop, Adobe XD, and Figma.
Okay. So Aditya is asking, can we use design of other people without worrying about copyright?
No, don't do that. You can just tweak in that their design. You can get inspiration because it's depends upon their uh, I mean their copyrights and legal. While posting, if I am posting on Dribble, so there is an option. Do you want to keep your designs open source or whatever? So it depends upon them. They have keep license open or it is a paid license or you use or you can't use. So please read terms
Okay,
and condition before using. Otherwise, you will be in trouble.
okay, okay. And what are some apps that you can use for designing for free?
So I said that Adobe XD you can design a lot into the free.
But that's not free, is it?
No, no, it is a free, but some premium features which I don't think so beginners needed that feature.
Okay.
So that you don't need like cloud file saving and cloud collaboration and everything. That are very high end feature. So at simple
Mm-hmm.
design you can do with Adobe XD, and Figma has more free features than XD. So you can go with
Right, right.
Figma as well.
Okay. So Gokul is asking that he's interested into designing and
Hmm.
specifically in UI UX designing, but should he learn coding as well for this?
No, no, no. There is no need to learn coding for UI UX design. But keep some knowledge about the feasibility of technology as well. So try to understand whenever you interact with developer. Otherwise, the developer will say you can this will not possible. This will not possible. So try
Right,
to
right.
understand that, learn coding aspect as well.
Okay. How can you improve your designing skills? Amni Reddy is asking.
So basically what I do with the practical experience and new challenges, definitely you improve yourself because while doing user experience design and right now I'm working for Flipkart, there are huge millions of user base, responsibility is very high, and the problem solving is not also simple. We have to think completely 360 while solving the problems. Also keep
Right.
your eyes on what is happening into the world. Keep yourself updated into the design community, whatever designs are trending, what will be the next design trend and what is the good sol and bad sol. Just uh, bound yourself with the whole design things, then you will
Right.
get to know okay, what is happening around you.
Okay, okay. Anush, we didn't quite catch your question. We can only see a question mark. So yeah, write the question too. And Aditya is asking, what are the most important tools for a UI UX designer?
uh, the most important tool is right now there are before that so many tools, but right now you can do multiple job into one tool only, like Figma and XD. So you can do prototyping, you can design, you can do card sorting also. But there are some other tools like InVision or Overflow which will help you to create your rough work. Okay, so before go into the actual design thing, there are so many steps like affinity mapping and everything. So you can use Miro, you can use Overflow, and you can use XD or Figma. So that's enough. And at the last, Zeppelin to hand over that design to developer. Okay, that these are 4 5 tools are important right now. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so our next question is Anisha is asking that she is a second year student and she's learning C, C++. So she wants to know what should she do after graduation.
Okay, so it's again up to her, I mean, interest. If she realize that she don't understand or don't like coding, so she can try designing. Then if she felt that designing is good for her, then she can go for design. Otherwise, if you think coding is good, then you can try some internships and all that. You can test how it is feasible for her, and you can go forward on that.
Right, right. Okay. Our next question is that this mentee is a BTech student and they have completed their first year. So is it the right time to start building their portfolio?
BTech, which year student?
First year student.
First year.
Yeah, he has completed his first year.
Yeah, so I mean, if he's getting enough time, so he can start, but he can
Mhm.
start after second year also. But he can start if he's getting enough time. That is not a time bound or something.
Okay. Okay. Ritisha is asking, do you make illustrations used in the prototypes on your own or do you use pre-designed ones?
Most of the times I don't, because there is no enough time to create illustrations, because illustration takes time to create. But sometimes when I feel, let's create illustration, like I have created illustrations for when our Chandrayaan was launched. So I just created illustration of the entire PSLV-5 rocket, Mark 3 rocket. And yeah, but generally I don't do illustrations, because problem solving and creating solution for that product design takes a lot of time.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mm, our next question is, uh, Amirati is asking, how do you improve your designing skills, specifically UI UX designing skills, not general, the UI UX designing skills.
Okay, so in terms of user experience and UI UX, so see, there are a few things like work hard and honestly. And second thing is,
Mhm.
there are so many seminars, so many web conference. Right now, everything is online, so web conferences happen with uh, with multiple organizers. So try to attend them. Okay, how they solve their problems and how they solve their obstacles. There are so many experienced people share their experiences. Okay, so that is the main part. Read blogs on Medium. So continuous reading and attending webinars and learning, and also applying that whole learning into your practical work, it helps you to improve your UI UX skill, because the process is same. Process is not going to be changed. If you learn user experience design process, or one time there is the research, then defining problem, and then thinking about the solution, and then designing, then hand over to developer. This is the common process.
Okay.
Okay, this is not going to change, but updating and solving the problems and tackling the problem, it will this will learn by just taking the experience from different peoples only. So try to mm, get into the community as much you can.
Okay. So Upala is asking, which tool do you use for making the interactions in Dribble?
Yeah, so most of the times I use Adobe XD only because yeah, so I have created so many high level interactions into the Adobe XD itself. But the most of the few peoples use After Effects as well or Protofy for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's about the questions, I guess. A lot of questions are repeated. So, guys, we're going to share the recording of the session with you so that if we missed out your question, you can go back and check out the answer. Also, have you shared your LinkedIn profile, Jitu, so that they can connect with
Yes.
you after the session?
Yes, I have shared on the same chat box.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put it up again. So here are the links of his portfolio and his
Last one is
LinkedIn
my
account.
yeah, last one is my LinkedIn account.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for giving us your 1 hour G2. It was an amazing, amazing session. And it was a pleasure to have you over with us. And a big thanks to the QFIS team for arranging such an amazing webinar for all of us. You guys can check that out. You guys can check QFIS out at their website, www.qfis.com. And thanks a lot to all the mentees who stayed with us for this entire duration of 1 hour. It was a pleasure having you over. Thank you so much, Jitu, and thank you so much to all of the mentees. Stay tuned. We'll keep bringing such amazing webinars for you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you all. Yeah, bye.
Good night. Do you want to say something, Anuj? Even though the session is over, you guys can connect with him on LinkedIn and stay tuned with us for the future sessions as well. Thank you for joining in. Good night. Bye bye.